Today we're going to be talking about the 3 planes of motion that our bodies move in. We're going to talk about the 7 primal movements that you can do with your upper extremities and lower extremities. So first and foremost, everybody stand. We're going to divide ourselves into the frontal plane. Okay, so if this was a giant plane of glass and it's going to come all the way through me from side to side, dividing me into front and back halves, this is the frontal plane. Okay? Motion that we do in the frontal plane is anything lateral. So whenever I say this plane of motion, think of anything running parallel with that plane. So if we run parallel with this, it's moving to the side, jumping jacks, side bends, anything where we're moving parallel to that frontal plane. Number 2, the sagittal plane. Yes, correct. We are going to divide ourselves into left halves and right halves. Now, when we do these, this is about 90% of our motions. Okay, things are going to go along this parallel line and this parallel line. Okay, we can think of it coming forward because we're moving parallel with this. We can think about it moving this way as well. Okay, the third is the transverse plane. So think of this as cutting myself in upper and lower halves. So anything rotational that we can do. Okay, even up here. Just because we initiate it here doesn't mean that this movement isn't parallel with the other plane. So, rotational throws, Russian twists, the upper body plyos, those are all going to be in our... Now, let's move into the 7 primal movements. When we look at the upper extremity, we have 4 primal movements. Okay? When we work horizontally, we have a horizontal push. Everybody push out. Good. Now, we also have a horizontal pull. Good. Push-ups, bench, anything where we're pushing away. Okay, pulls, ring rows, all through here. So horizontal push, horizontal pull. Good. Now we also have a vertical push. Everybody's hands up. And a vertical pull. Press, push press, jerk. Everything's going up. Good. Vertical pull, pull-ups, all the way down. Good. That's it. Those are the 4 primal movements of our upper body. When we get to our lower body, we're going to think of our primal movements on the axis that they're going to work. So the first one that we're going to have is an anterior and posterior tilt of the pelvis that works across an x-axis. So if I ran this pipe straight through my hip joint, side to side, okay? Everybody go like this. Put your index finger on your ASIS, which is your first little lump up here. Take your thumb, reach back to the back, there's your PSIS. Good. Now, when we think of this, what we're going to do is we are going to rotate this way and this way along that long axis. So as it sits, our hips are going to move around this movement. Okay? So, everybody, anteriorly rotate your pelvis by tipping it down. Good. Posteriorly rotate your pelvis by tipping it back. Squat. Up. There you go, all along that x-axis. The next axis that we're going to look at is the y-axis. So, if I have my hips and I place this right in the middle, what's going to happen is I have around here. So now I'm going to move side to side around that axis. What we're going to do is take our hips, good, grab both sides, take a lunge forward with your right foot. Now notice the angle of your hands. If you bring them right off your hips, now they're off like this. They have rotated around that y-axis. Take a step back. Keep it right there. Try to get it with your right side. Excellent. Take your hands off of your hips. Good. See how they've rotated around that straight axis. Come back. All right. Now we're going to talk about the z-axis. If the axis came straight out from my pelvis, right through the middle, what we would look at is how our hips rotate from side to side. So where does that iliac crest go? It's going to go up or down. Excellent. Everybody dorsiflex their foot, bring their knee up to 90 degrees, up. Now if you feel your hips, one iliac crest is higher than the other. It has moved up or down relative to the z-axis. Right down. Now switch and go to the side. And back down. Good work. Excellent. Any questions? Thank you very much.